hell? Come on, tell me I went through. Oh, not what I wanted. There it goes. How you doing? How you doing? Making sure everything's set up. How you doing? How you doing? Making sure everything's set up. How you doing? How you doing? Making sure everything's set up. How you doing? How you doing? What is that? Making sure everything's set up. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, the gnomes, monk, druid, bull, the gnome, monk, druid. Let us get started here. Oh, hold on. Hey, that's better. That gets me set up here. Let's begin. Oh. We've got on my team. We have
whatever comes, I'm ready.
The rogue cleric, Shadowheart.
Lovely day, yes.
The evocation wizard, Gale. I may end up changing him to make him a little bit more tanky and powerful. I've figured out a way that I can make him more powerful and tanky at the same time. And we have our battle master fighter, Lae'zel, to get Yankee.
Time to rest.
Okay. What's this? Let's see. What was this? Can you imagine you and your party defeating a mind flayer and it goes like, I have one final trick, running away and somehow outran the party and escaped. Oh, that would be hilarious. Running away and somehow outran the party and escaped. The gnome, I can see him outrunning. As for the others, however, I don't think Lae'zel would let him get away.
God damn goblins!
They get that looked at.
I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel.
How you doing, boss?
Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed.
How you doing, boss? Good to see you there, Yoda. How you doing?
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
Oh yeah, because the one person who goes against a pack of goblins is a stupid bastard. But the people who ran away are so beautiful.
No. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Leon. Hoped they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. So merciless.
Y'all are pieces of shit. Y'all know that?
Wound looks clean.
I need a drink.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
Should always prioritize homework, man. It's good to see you. You thought they were level 1 goblins you find in an RPG game. Yeah, they're far from the level 1 goblins.
Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off. Them devils ain't local. They're refugees. Fella who runs this place offered them shelter. Druids. And they ain't the friendly type. The only one of them worth a damn was the leader. And he ain't here anymore. Better than the others, but not well enough to risk my neck for him. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cook pot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a
No, oh no, they're just assholes.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Always pick on the little man, am I right?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map.
Imagine a goblin thinks he can defeat you and sees your level. You're level 50, and in his mind he goes at that moment.
All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Oh god, that... Little monk that can... Even the whisper of crickets. This is that people phobia. Yep. This is that people phobia. Yep. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my system here. Okay, I think it's the... Okay, I figured it out. It was the headphones. Okay, I figured it out. It was the headphones. Yeah. It was the headphones.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Unfortunately, it wasn't the crickets rebelling.
I'm drinking. You're leaving.
Unfortunately, it wasn't the crickets rebelling.
I already told you. He was at the temple ruins with us. But it ain't like we forced him to go along. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like the Codgers did.
That would be funny. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about the echo. That would be funny. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about the echo. That would be funny. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about the echo.
Yeah, and I'd do the same again. It weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely. And maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him.
I will!
After this.
headphones are pieces of junk. I need to get new ones.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do is Rebecca doing this.
The old Ben 10 was hilarious. Kick the goblin leader in the groin and become their leader.
How stupid are you?
They're old headphones that I had back when I was still using my PlayStation 4.
I'm only going to ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me?
Gotta try it. And intimidation worked.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
There's still an echo. Oh.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
Alright, let's see what. Let's turn these off out for later. No. What were you doing, dude? Anyway, let's go over here.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see.
Is everybody scared of
Our
goblins?
best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
Think about markings on Baldur's Gate where we control what line. Speaking to character. Shoot. What do you think about making a stream of Baldur's Gate where we control the lines to choose when speaking to characters? Huh.
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
That Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramesses Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent.
And yet you're afraid of a few goblins.
You will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate.
You're afraid of
my
a few
friend.
goblins.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Okay, the gnome option's just too adorable. I have to.
You're a far cry from such things. But if I fooled your nose, I must be doing something right. Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
Goblin is that kid.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish?
Creepy old lady.
We'll sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
You're the witch that's actually the witch hat and wanted to be a real person, chose to use a dead body. Body that's fresh, but the hat can show its expression. That's impressive.
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once
think I've
had a
heard that
fella
before.
who'd been caught dabbling with a druid.
I've heard it. I just haven't seen this.
Pleased and introduced him to a
Morning, how you doing?
But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
I'm going to tell her.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
Don't tell me not to do something. I usually do it anyway.
My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
House at the edge of the forest, creepy old woman. There's something ain't right with you.
Hey, bother.
Jesus, bro. Jesus, bro. Chill, man.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate
If a
if
gnome
something
was a
happened to you. Take care.
chronomancer, like the enemies try to attack you, but just in 1 second they are already dead. That would be cool. Now, something interesting about this is I am proficient with this weapon, and this gives me a +1 bonus to my attack rolls and damage if I use this. And while I'm not wearing armor, I receive a +2 bonus to saving throws, which this would be beneficial to have. I mean, it takes, but I'm throwing straight hands. I don't need a weapon in my hand. So I'm going to just send that to camp.
What's next, I wonder?
And I'm going to go to Shadowheart here.
Unseen. Perfect.
Is that everything? I think that's everything.
Gently does it. In and out like a ghost.
Ah, shit.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You've convinced them. For now.
No one's stopped me yet. Thanks for fighting off. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings
Shadowheart
are far
failed
more
me.
humble these days.
Let me see what you got. Imagine a party fighting your D&D big bad and destroyed his helmet. And what they saw he was a cat. So a tabaxi. I mean, could work.
There's no time to waste.
Damn. Oh.
How long until Roland
To
shows off his
Shadowheart.
thunder wave?
So not to Shadowheart.
Depends. How
So
many
not to
people turn up to
Shadowheart.
us?
True.
Doesn't taste half
No
bad.
harm in a little conversation. Unseen as I was taught.
That guy's pissing me off. Because I can get that armor. Wait, why are you the only one?
Die if I let heroic and weak. I'll never get the smell.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
I am ready. Let's see what's to be said.
Salt.
Perfectly hidden. Got to keep moving.
Boom. There's a reason I wanted that armor. And I need to come over here before he gets there.
This is no fortress.
It's a 15 AC armor, which will put her armor class up to 19. She will be impossible to hit while wearing this armor. At least until I can get the armor that I really want for Shadowheart.
No, never mind.
Wait. I don't need a bow on you. Alright, now.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Won't tell you again.
Fine.
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Little feisty, ain't she?
No hard feelings.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Black Bolt from Marvel. You think this is overkill? Inumaki from JJK or Black Bolt from Marvel? I think Black Bolt has that one.
The T-sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run. The crash holds the Zephysk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Alright, hey. Wait for me in camp.
You believe you can survive without me?
Yes.
As you say,
now go to camp.
Do not keep me waiting.
Because I don't want you on my team, I want you.
Look who's... Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path.
I'll try to be nice. I'll try to be nice.
Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, a single curled horn, blazes with
Imagine
flame,
you made a D&D
bloodied
character and
great
somehow
elves
became the
held
god of ants. Wow. It was purely coincidental that you became the god of ants, and yet here you are sitting as an ant god.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I like your thinking. Besides, I watched you fight at the gate. I could use an ally like you. Ready when you are.
You literally saw me throwing hands. You saw me fight.
Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Alright.
Any questions, children?
So, I'm not gonna level him up just yet because there's actually a particular way that I want to level him.
Where am I needed?
So, that means I am bringing you over here.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
I haven't seen Ben 10 in a while, so I don't particularly know the Ultimate Aliens off the top of my head. The only one I can place is Alien X, but...
As thou desire.
Let's see. Alright, so... Eldritch Blast, go Fiend, take that off for Hex. Hex and on the head on. $16, $14, $12, $16. I'm gonna lower this down to 10. Put that at 17. And there's a reason I'm doing it like this. Put that at 17. And there's a reason I'm doing it like this. So I'm gonna keep Intimidation. But I'm going to put... Your next one in... I'll just leave it in Arcana.
Where am I needed?
Hellish Rebuke. Oh, Jesus. What does this one do? Deception and persuasion. Agonizing Blast and Devil's Sight. Those are the 2 ones that I want. Now, the one I want here is Darkness. Pact of the Blade.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it.
Thank you.
She was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
It's actually easy to get to the house and it's so close.
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. Anything more we should discuss? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud. No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
Did you now? I did. I did see it. And it's funny because I remember the original video that came from.
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a
It was
father.
hilarious.
He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
Now, I want to go talk to Lae'zel for a moment here.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a safest purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars.
You know the story of Vlaakith. You know that it's a lie.
Observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Now I can get out of here. I have not.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Oh, cool. I can get, the rapier. Sell wheels. Oh, this ain't fun. Oh, the trailers.
Your faith will guide me. Nothing that I can see. Let's see what I can spirit away.
Scowl on your face will frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
Something nicely. This way.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
I'm gonna go this way for a moment. I'm gonna let him run that way. Let him handle what he's gotta handle. And I'll be out of his way. I'm gonna send this to Will. And I'm gonna go to me. And I'm gonna send this to Will.
Sharp as ever.
Oh, he's not proficient in light crossbows?
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them.
Well, it won't matter. Cause all I need him to have the crossbows for is.
Well, in it.
Oh, let's do this. Now I have my rapier equipped as my packed weapon here. And as my packed weapon, I have automatic proficiency with these weapons. And some weapons actually have abilities for if they are your packed weapon. See the first part of my second mini-series I was making. I just posted part 5 just yesterday. Wanted to ask what you thought about it. I don't know. I don't think I did.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
I don't think I did.
Put it down.
You ain't gonna
Can't
shoot me.
fight back. That's the point.
Get out of the way.
You didn't kill your brother, Arthur. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
At it to begin with.
I was working at the time and I didn't see it. Oh, no, I haven't seen it. I was working at the time and I didn't see it. Set that crickets up a moment.
Doesn't even matter if you kill me. I'm chosen by the absolute I am. I'm blessed.
Here it comes, you little beast.
That's curious. I don't like the look of that mushroom.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up, back up.
What am I to do?
Looking ahead.
Wait, whoa, 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 what? Oh. Wait, whoa, 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 what? Oh.
And again. Swing, step, parry, strike. Damn it! It's just not the land. Nothing
trouble.
but goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight, but I'm useless with a sword. Like this, then. Focus, focus, and strike! Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile. Remember, you have this.
Alright, let's,
I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me. Sharp as ever.
Oh, please don't.
No desire. That's curious.
Can't keep the goblins out forever.
Oh, please don't.
This is no fortress.
There we
No
go.
warriors.
Ah, you're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint. I suppose I did. Yes.
This skill would be upgraded with magic EFPs. You're able to disable magic attacks on weapons. Weapons and spellcasters. I don't think it would be OP. In fact, there is some stuff. There are actual things that do nullify magic, making it impossible for magic to be casted in a particular area. Yeah, that's not OP at all. There's a flower in D&D lore called the Susa Bloom. It thrives in dark. It survives in the dark, and when you're in an area around it, you cannot cast spells. And when you're in an area around it, you cannot cast spells.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable.
See if I can do this. Ah, damn it. Good thing I had inspiration that I could have used.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Nothing here for you.
What to do?
Wits and blades always sharp. What are you hiding?
What in the world? Shadowheart, you fail me.
Don't take your eyes off my hands.
These things have stayed interesting.
There we go.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks? The keepers of this place, they change their form to fit their need. They become birds, to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
And the 40k orcs are OP, they can imagine stuff and they come true, but the drawback is that they are dumb. So they're not very smart, but their power is limited by what they can imagine? That sounds cool as hell. So they're not very smart, but their power is limited by what they can imagine?
Yes. I would change into a two-legs like you. But how? You mean when the keepers stand and sleep, all at once? I kind of learned to do this long ago. Perhaps we are the true keepers. I will learn to walk on two legs, friend. And perhaps I will teach them.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
That's a fancy trick.
You haven't seen anything yet, mister.
I think colors can give different effects,
watch your fortune
so they
change.
paint things that color so it can have that effect. Fascinating.
Weeping bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
No, one coin toss doesn't decide anything.
Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Heads.
We have heads! There. Happy? You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
Ah! Need to buy that back.
You bought...
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Didn't even manage to get anything from me.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest?
You think red equals fast, blue equals good luck, yellow equals wealth.
Rather important.
Watching the sword to know what the other colors are. I mean, if they can imagine it and it come true, then I mean, in a sense, they do mean that.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffuse the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. No, it cannot be cured. And I assure you I've left no page unturned in reaching that conclusion. I can keep this condition under control, as indeed I've done for a significant amount of time, but that was under different circumstances altogether. Home, in Waterdeep. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Be happy to help.
You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises.
Turnage of bugs that are,
I hope I can count
that are
on
on
you.
drugs, that are galactic space eaters to make it. It's led up to combat certain things, like one had 4 arms with swords and a horn that... Now I understand what Tyranids are. Dirty gene stealers, yeah, I know.
Hey, you here
I
to
also know
trade
about the Imperial
I
Legion.
know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Want all you want. She's... Look, you caught her. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
I didn't even make a choice, but, okay. I don't think they realize I could get in there if I needed to. But I'm not going to.
It is forbidden. Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
That is what you call big, dumb, and crazy.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals. We could have taken... We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying
I'll
to
be
chase
here.
us away.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. Word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
This grove is like a cauldron about to boil over. I say we check in on the child. Make sure she comes to no harm.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back.
Druid, same as yourself.
Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
That's funny because, like, out of all the Underdark races, so far only Drow and Dwagar are the most hated.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Shouldn't wish to live in that.
Make sure I equip that.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone. Master, he left with the weaponed 2 legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back. No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
wish I could understand you.
I'll talk to you in a moment. But right now, though.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
I'm
Get your lazy ass off the elevator.
okay.
Lazy ass bear.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
I want to trade with you for a moment. Because I want that range.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Aye, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue
Really now?
ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less.
And yet you're
Last
asking about a
question, then you'll
dragon.
be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did,
That was true.
didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again. Would that we could speak freely, my Earthside friend. Alas,
Now, before I continue going on that way, I want to go back for a moment.
My faith protects me. Calm and quiet, that's the way. Worth looking, worth opening.
limits. Leave.
There we go.
Damn it! Was inventory today? I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack.
Welcome back, boss.
Do
Welcome
what you gotta
back.
do.
How you doing?
Sorry if I don't show you around. I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion. From the old lady in the cave. The one with the lotions and potions. To her credit, it worked. I'm as strong as a bugbear. And fearless. Of course she also warned of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates. All right. I guess being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying right at me. Of all the bloody things to happen.
Just out of view. Best get in and out.
My foot. It moved. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Now.
She must be terrified.
She'll be fine.
She's giving them hell. She's not out here for nothing.
Now let's move this way.
Let's get on with it. Let's get this lock to yield.
The pride of the gate.
Still breathing, despite everything.
It hurts! It hurts! Please, make it stop! Can't you hear it? Her singing. It's awful. Terrible. Oh no. Whatever shall we do?
Just imagine you
More
made a
witness
green glowing
creatures.
rat, a
More
boss, just a normal.
airblade. My
You only saw
head
his green
is
rat.
melting. I'm leaving before the damage is permanent.
That's funny. I can actually imagine her. I knew what you were trying to say, boss.
Smile and pain will fade away.
I knew what you were trying to say, boss.
Words of mine will change. No. Become... more like butchering. Don't know why I bother. No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know? It can't hurt. I have her. I have an extra loot, if you want.
You're not right for that.
I'll start from the beginning. We'll take it slow. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Ah! No!
That was
Interesting. Why don't we try again? Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Sorry.
Well, at least I got the second one.
She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Harlow died.
Sounds good to me.
My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. Keep the lute. Please. You've earned it. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Now, I've never failed that first roll. So I still get musical instrument proficiency from passing that second roll. Cool. I'ma hide it, but it's still there. The funny thing is, I actually play guitar in real life, so that's actually cool. I got a lute. How you doing? Thank you, thank you. How you doing? Thank you, thank you. Saying you had to be to kill your opponent and bring him back and say, I'm not done with you yet.
Singing?
That was probably one of the coldest moments in that entire game. To just end your opponent and say, oh no, you think you done with this fade? No. He's like, I ain't done till I see the real you. Let's see.
Listen. Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful. No, it's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's
Yes, everything is gonna be
Uh-oh.
Villain, what now? But I see you now for what you are. I'll make you pay.
Uh-oh.
On the move.
So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use Shadowheart's sneak attack. Actually, use my bonus action. Cast at once per day Hunter's Mark. Then use sneak attack.
What happened?
Victor's path.
And I'm gonna hex your strength. So imagine if other species made humans a scary bedtime story to make their ideas for kids, babe. I could imagine that. Just like, you better behave or the humans are gonna get you. That's 3 out of 4 harpies down.
This is my time.
Reapply hex for strength.
Are they gone? No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
You're safe now.
That's what the voice said. They almost got to the nest, but the scene. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble.
Not with a lot of harpies, did you?
And worse. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Dude, I got inspiration for that? I know I did for having Will on my team. I didn't know the urchin background had inspiration for killing the harpies.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
I actually want to check that out real quick. Go to the inspiration. Ski Marcon from the Harpies. Okay. So that's inspiration.
Where am I needed?
Why are you still over here?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Now let's see.
Smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Keep their confidence if you insist.
Let's see. It's coming here now.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Druidic orders often fight dark forces, but you do not recognize the events depicted here. The mural depicts a purge, a sacred cleansing of the land on a scale you've never seen before.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. The Tree Father's words. Your circle taught well. You know, then, that Sylvanas spoke further. The parasite must be removed for new seed to grow. Yet behold, the parasite lives. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Positive. You can trust me on that. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Let's go over this way.
That mural, they look like dark justiciars.
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
I think that's because I saved Arabella. Yeah.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne. By claw and tooth, from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. You recognize the druids as elders of a circle. This place is a divine sanctuary.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Karga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
How did Karga take over the whole grove anyway?
Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay. But more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the right will survive long outside. Would you?
For Halsin, I could do it.
I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
I need a Fred, I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else. Come, Silver. Stay close.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Only a monster
I
would
know your
threaten a
kind
child.
from other circles. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother, you call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary.
Past teachings come into focus. The Rite of Thorns is a rare practice, outlawed in most circles, causing more harm than it eases.
None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out. A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of the Tree Father. Do you agree? You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Consider the Rite of Thorns, a rare art plucked from illicit domains. When the prayer ends, vines curl upwards from the earth, and thorns sprout forth. Those within are isolated, and those without rejected. Isolation breeds violence. Few circles survive it. There is more to Korga's tale. The grove must hide her secrets.
Take care of yourself, bro.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. And if it is? Strangers are the scourge. The rite is the remedy. No laws can change that. They may die on the road. They will die if they stay. A clear choice, I would say. Nettie, yes. She's bumbling about somewhere. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be removed with the rest.
Can't risk being in open view. What's that? Come on, open up. What do we have here?
Hello, how you doing?
Let's see what you're hiding.
That's curious.
Oh, did I? I did not. Oh, no, I've got my personal playthrough that I'm playing through. This is just a playthrough I'm using while I'm streaming.
She's never looked better.
This is balanced.
What can I do for you? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Catch up on mind flares these days. Didn't think it was common.
Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen what happens if she does.
You don't have to be here for this.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Nothing? You're sure? All right. I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please. There. Be careful. Your legs will probably give out first. It's too late. It's already in your system. I'm truly, truly sorry. For what it's worth, the poison is painless. It'll be like going to sleep.
That's the most dissatisfying nat 20 you can ever get. A nat 20 on advantage.
It has to be Kellamvor's kiss, a plant from the Dale lands. There is a cure, but try as you might, you can't recall it.
I won't. I can't. Gods above. It's a risk, but maybe you deserve a chance. All right. Master Halsin did say the drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too. Now this is a vial of wyvern poison. It's quick and painless. Swear to me you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Wait, there's monk options for this? Alright, hand it over.
Swear it. Fine is not enough. Look at me. Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. And here's the antidote. Do not mix those two up. I spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers.
I swear at one point I'm just gonna just
you're not.
embrace little man syndrome and be the meanest damn gnome I can possibly be.
For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though,
again, everybody's afraid of goblins.
Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
You know, when somebody tells me to take a closer look at something...
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Time to track him down and see what he knows.
Let's be optimistic and assume he's still among the living. Can't believe she poisoned you. Tried to put you down like a dying dog without so much as a whisper of consent.
Damn, dude, chill.
Yes, against her will, without rhyme or reason. How dare she snuff out life with as much thought as snuffing out a bloody candle?
You good?
Yes. Yes, I am. It's just that... Had it been me... Had it been... But you handled it. You handled it well. As for myself, I could quite do with a tumbler full of water-deep whiskey. Anyway, we live. For the moment. How about we go find that chap Halsin, little Miss Poison Ivy mentioned. With a bit of luck, he has the means to offer us a cure rather than a coffin.
Softer than a whisper.
man over there?
I love how when the gnome sneaks around, he looks like the hunchback in Notre Dame. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Oh. I remember what I need to do now. I wanted to make Gil a little bit more tanky.
Which way to the nearest library?
I remember how I needed to do that.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally, as thou do?
So, in order to make Gil tanky, I need to start with a level of sorcerer. So I'm going to take Friends, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, and Dancing Light. For the spells, Shield, then I'll go Dragon Ancestry Cold, because you will get the Armor of Agathis. Now, I won't be using really any spells other than the wizard spells. But I do want a bit of wisdom. And I want to go religion and insight.
No time to dally. Quiet as a mouse. Simply begging to be robbed. Too easy.
Cool thing about Withers is he doesn't care that you pickpocket him.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Now, the next level needs to go into Cleric. And I'll just go ahead and take off. Boom. There we go. And then now we can start going.
Still breathing, despite everything.
There. Now,
Oh, I have the magic.
Gale happens to be the tankiest wizard on my team. He has natural mage armor without the actual spell. He's got natural mage armor without the spell. He's got armor of Agathis, meaning if he does happen to take a hit, a melee hit, he will deal damage equal to the spell level that taken. He can prevent himself from being attacked if necessary while blessing his allies, along with spells that will benefit in the wizard class. Now I just need to make Gale the most powerful tank wizard that I have on my team. And now, there's two routes that I can take in that manner. I can either go Evocation or Abjuration. And that just kind of depends on the route that I want to take it.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Girls, it's our job to get us out of here safely. Not yours.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
The world?
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Jesus, fine. Now, this will probably be the ugliest damn color. No, actually, it ain't that bad. It'll hold over until I can get the armor that I will be using.
Never see us coming.
Wait, where are my stats did I put for this? 17 Dex, 14 Constitution, 16 Wisdom, 10 Charisma. Okay. Okay, I remember how I'm gonna take it. Because I get 2 feet.
You came! I have... Here! Mole said I should thank you properly for the harpies. So I wrote you a story. It's about you. I hope you like it.
I don't need any attention right now.
Sorry about the nest. You guys find anything good today?
No. Everyone's got junk. Worse than junk.
Don't worry, kid. Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
I just might need help with something.
As a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark, but they're vicious. Anything else? We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe. Not long until we leave now.
Wait, what? Why do I look like I was trained by Leonardo or Donatello from the Ninja Turtles? Like, I literally look like I was trained by the Ninja Turtles. But I'll accept it. Anyway, now that that's
done,
taken care of, come here real quick.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Sell those. Sell that, sell that. Sell the rest of those. Oh, this silver goblin.
for better tools.
Alright,
Thanks to you, that kid is my locket. My mum gave that to me on her deathbed. Got nothing to say to you. You got nothing I want.
here's the locket. It's all yours.
You found it. I don't know what to say. I know it's stupid. It's all I have of her is all. Kind of you, friend. Here's something for your troubles.
Is it?
Not
Been in
long,
the family
matter of
now?
fact.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, come on.
She stole it from a house she cleaned. All right. They didn't pay her much. They owed her a perk or two. Yeah. Thanks to you. Anyway.
Alright. Let's take a long rest here. Now that I've dealt with, the druids and all that.
It's quite a sight. The stars, I mean. I could take or leave your chin. I am. I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally, after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not normally impressed by people of your stature, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for. Yes, we're more similar than I thought.
You feeling alright?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
I don't like the way you said that.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed. But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces.
I feel there's a butt here.
All of it.
There it is.
Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky.
The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my creche. Kalir. Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Kalir is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche. A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? Courage in danger's shadow. I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed, perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war.
I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
No. Let's complete this long rest. See, I knew you. I know you sneaky. Right, man?
This is a nightmare. No helping it. We're exposed now.
Can't wait to get back to the gate.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
Need to cut your losses and run.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll be a short journey if the goblins still own the roads.
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Sure.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
So many ways to die.
Oh. Let's see.
No one's stopped me yet.
There we go.
Blade at the ready.
Let me make sure that... Yeah, you still have your pack weapon set. I know it says permanent, but
Was a time I tussled
it can be a little iffy.
Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to hell.
Strange things are happening to us. Festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Alright, now I'm gonna do a little something different and go another route that way.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
don't know. Well, because that's not creepy.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Pretty words. If you want to threaten me, don't disguise it.
I never. You're paranoid, aren't you? Must be the surroundings. Rather bleak and lonesome. One feels so exposed. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
Come.
There, middle of somewhere.
Gotta be more specific than somewhere.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
What you are, I care what you want.
Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
Mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil.
What is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
Yeah, very cliche, dude.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Mm-hmm. If you say so, brother.
Necklace matches the sigil in that cave. The Harpers were busy. That's curious.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth. The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt a spider egg is nestled within.
Well, that was a
Voice
lot.
draws their attention. They are suspicious, then curious, and finally at peace. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your manners. You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
Drop the bag now. Oh. Let me talk to a few of these guys.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
He's a devil. Shouldn't trust him.
No doubts
Simple as
at all.
that.
He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
I'm going to just change
Good.
my mind.
That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. Aren't you glad
Well-versed in
that I
emotional
am?
torture.
It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great. That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil. I've never met a devil, but of course I've read a great deal about them. Even feigning a mortal form, it was easy to detect the whiff of sulfur about him. To spot the flicker of hellfire in his eyes.
Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us. Badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
What is it this devil wants so very badly?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. Quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
How do you propose we beat a devil at his own game?
By figuring out his true intentions. Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
These tracks. Goblins?
Anyway. I'm gonna end it here for today. And we've made quite the distance in today's little journey. I'm gonna cut out and finish some stuff up on my end. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Peace.